a convergence of who is who in Kiagbodo, Burutu local government area of Delta State. It is the final homeward journey service in honor of the late Chief Edwin Kiagbodo Clark, who passed at the age of 97. The remains of the deceased, draped in the Ibom nation and Nigerian flags, were taken into the St. Paul's Anglican Church, Kiagbodo, for the commendation service. A-list personalities at the funeral include President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, former President Goodluck Jonathan, alongside his wife, then Patience Jonathan, President of the Senate Godswill Akpabio, the host governor, Sheriff Oborevwori, flanked by his counterparts from Bauchi State, Governor Usman Bala, Governor Mohammed from Akwa Ibom State, Governor Douye of Bayelsa State, former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, former Governor Saraki Disi were also in attendance. The officiating clergy, Archbishop of Bende Province, who took his sermon from the biblical book of Proverbs 22 verse 1, eulogized the deceased as one who lived for all and earned a good name.
As we are gathered to bury Pa Ike Clark, the voice of Pandev, the voice of Niger Delta, the proclaimer of integrity, the man who says yes and he will never turn to no, the one who will fight and look and say, this is the right way, but because you people are after this, I will let go, but no, Bishop, you force me against my will. And I said, Papa, don't worry, God will take care of the rest. Nigerians, a good name is to be chosen rather than great riches. Why must we choose a good name? Because our works shall be remembered after our exit.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's tribute, delivered by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, salutes Chief Edwin Clark for his immense contribution to Nigeria and love for the nation.
In his lifetime, Chief Clark was a towering figure whose influence was felt across Nigeria's political firmament for nearly 6 decades. But Clark believed in a united Nigeria, and until his last breath, he never stopped reaching out to people from different parts of the country to work together to preserve national unity based on justice and equity.
Pa Edwin Clark, many say, lived well and touched lives of all those who came across him.
As we gather here today, at this solemn occasion, many of us are seized by dual emotions. First, we have assembled with heavy hearts to bid farewell to a great nationalist. But we are also thankful to celebrate a life that was truly well lived, in full validation of human dignity and dogged defense of our people's freedom and national pride. Chief Edwin Kiagbodo Clark, whose mortal remains have been committed to Mother Earth today, was not just a father, leader, and patriot. He was an extraordinary human being, a pillar of our nation, an audacious voice for the voiceless, and an unflinching defender of justice, minority rights, and national unity.
Clark was a pan-Nigerian, a pan-Africanist. He wasn't somebody that would say, fought for only the people of Niger Delta. He fought for inclusivity and he fought for all the minorities in Nigeria. When I went to for the funeral of the last pope, and people were so many, and somebody asked me and said, "This is so wonderful. What will the next pope? How will the next pope be treated?" I said, if even Pope Francis had finished preaching the gospel, then there would have been no need to elect another pope. So as we are seated here now, I want to see up to 100 Edwin Clark emerged from the Niger Delta region because we're all the students.
The late Pa Clark was a perfect example of a life lived in the service of humanity. So we are gathered here today not to mourn, but to celebrate the impactful life that he lived and the legacy he left behind. As we bid him farewell, it is important that we all take time to reflect on some of the legacies of this illustrious Delta and a great Nigerian patriot. Pa Clark stood for good governance. This was his overriding vision, passion, and focus in life. For him, the call to public service was not an opportunity for personal gain, but a means to address and meet the expectations of the people.
With the service over, the remains were taken to his residence for interment before attention shifted to the reception ground for the celebration of a life well spent. Chief Edwin Kiagbodo Clark, a pillar of Nigerian nationalism and a strong voice in the Niger Delta region of the country, died on February 17 this year in Abuja at the age of 97. Jude Aweke, reporting for the OSTV News, Benin.